This video contains general spoilers for most of Star Wars. So, like 2 weeks ago, we talked about creating the perfect Star Wars watch order because you saw an interview with Sam Witwer
Yeah.
where he said to start with the Clone Wars.
Yes.
And that has led us to today and this blank spreadsheet in front of us. So in front of me, I have two monitors, one of which has the spreadsheet, one of which has the Star Wars Wiki timeline of all canon media, and then a second tab that has all the Clone Wars arcs broken down. So a couple of like disclaimers isn't the right word, but a couple of like things about how this is going to work. So one, we're not touching the High Republic. The best way to read the High Republic is in the order that it came out. Two, any comics that I have not read or Keegan has not read, we are not touching. We are touching some novels that we haven't read. A good rule to kind of dictate how this is going to work is like our number one priority is creating the perfect Star Wars watch order. Our next goal should be not spoiling anything before it happens. For example, we might put some of the Clone Wars before some stuff, but not like the episodes of Mortis where it's revealed that Anakin is Darth Vader.
Yeah, for sure. Because you want to preserve the reveals.
Yeah. I think preserving reveals is arguably one of the most important things.
Yeah, because the main goal with this is to give somebody who's never seen Star Wars ever the ultimate way to experience Star Wars.
Yes. And despite the fact that Darth Vader being Anakin Skywalker being Luke's father is in the cultural zeitgeist and probably an unavoidable spoiler, for all intents and purposes, we are going to pretend that that is not known. I'm not sure where exactly you want to start.
Looking at everything we have, it's one of those things where I think we just have to like pick something and dive in.
I think we have to pick something and then build around it.
Exactly.
Like we can build in both directions. That's why this is the advantage of spreadsheet. I think it's safe to start by putting in A New Hope.
I was gonna say I feel like A New Hope's probably the best starting point.
So let's throw in A New Hope here. I think that some people will bounce off of A New Hope, and I think that they're weak.
Yeah.
Like I and it sounds bad, but I truly believe that. I think that the machete order in theory works, but in practice, like you're skipping one. You're skipping like it's kind of a very like these 6 things or these 7 things and then everything else.
Yeah.
Which is not what we're doing. Do you think you go straight into Empire or would you pull something else?
So the classic argument, the machete order thing, is the like you said, it's 4, 5, and then you said 2, 3, 6.
6.
I've actually never heard the version without Phantom Menace in it.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
That's new to me. Yeah. And to me, I actually think if we want to like just baseline the first 2 trilogies, just get them up there, I think no, I don't know. Cause then it's like, do you want to watch 1 and 2 without knowing that he's Darth Vader? That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the dilemma. Huh.
Yeah, that's the real dilemma. Because the idea of watching here's the question. If you watch is there any foreshadowing the Phantom Menace besides the poster, the awesome poster that we all love?
I don't think so. I actually don't think so. Oh, you know what? Okay, you ready for this? Here's my pitch. Yeah. Obi-Wan, right? He's our anchor point here.
He is our anchor point.
So he dies at the end of spoilers for Star Wars: A New Hope, by the way.
The spoiler disclaimer zone is gonna go crazy in this video.
Obi-Wan dies at the end of A New Hope.
Yeah.
So suppose like that's the first thing somebody's seeing in Star Wars, okay? And then they're like, I wonder what his deal was. And they're like, I have a story for you. So then New Hope followed by Phantom Menace.
Okay.
And Attack of the Clones.
I don't think that's ridiculous to say. I really don't. I'm down for it. Where do you put the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary special comic?
So I'm not familiar what is in the 25th anniversary special comic.
Me neither. I saw it on the shelf at my local comic shop and did not buy it. Is this just a comic Is this a comic adaptation of the Phantom Menace? I from what I can tell from like reading, it looks like no. It's like there's some. No, it's not. It's like there's some special Anakin stuff beforehand.
See, that's
Uh,
dangerous territory though, because we
yeah,
don't know the full contents we don't know what Anakin stuff is being covered.
yeah, hmm
Like he's still a kid, but like
yeah. It
they could be doing some Mortis stuff,
they could be doing some more
having like a
stuff.
little
Okay, let's do A
yeah.
New Hope, Phantom Menace, and then I do like putting Attack of the Clones after that. Where's Attack of the Clones? It's in here somewhere.
I just
Here.
realized something.
Yeah.
I just realized something. So mind you, we're only 3 movies deep. This ruins Yoda. We can't do this.
Oh my gosh, it does ruin Yoda. Okay, so the
'Cause
Mandalorian.
Yoda being Yoda is a reveal.
Yoda being Yoda is a reveal. Okay, you're right. Okay, so I think we have to do. And then it has to be. Oh no, were they right in 2011 when they came up with a machete order?
I think that might be the best way to like
I
try and
think
preserve everything.
I think 4-5 is the best start. 4-5-1-2.
How granular do we want to get? Because theoretically, are you ready for this? This
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
So you get to Luke on Dagobah meeting Yoda, and then he's like doing the like training, like lifting the X-wing out of the thing. You turn the Empire Strikes Back off, and then you start watching Phantom Menace.
Yep, I'm down. Okay. Okay, so the Empire Strikes Back through Dagobah and then Cloud City onwards.
Yes, yes.
And then we put this here. What time code do you think that is?
That's a great question.
I'm gonna pull up Empire Strikes Back right now.
Here's my theory. Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So the theory that people had that the main saga was being told from R2D2's perspective.
Yeah.
It's actually being told by Yoda's perspective. So while Luke is training on Dagobah, he begins telling him the story of the Clone Wars and his dad Anakin, right?
Yeah.
But just like Obi-Wan, because the point of contention between Luke and his Jedi masters is that they don't tell him that Darth Vader is his dad.
A certain point of view, right.
So
So okay,
he
I have a
leaves
counterpoint.
early. He leaves early to go to Cloud City, so he doesn't get to
Yeah.
hear the end of the story.
Okay. See, and here's why I actually kind of don't hate this is because do you know the last thing that happens when he leaves for Cloud City?
I don't remember.
Obi-Wan appears next to Yoda.
Right,
And they say there's another, and then we go back to the Phantom Menace.
dude.
That's kind of heat.
Dude, that's
That's
kind
kind
of
of
heat.
heat. And so for reference, that is an hour and 25 minutes in. An hour 25:32 is our time code.
That's awesome.
After Empire, then you go back and you do Clone War stuff.
Yeah.
Because then I think so we go back, we do Clone Wars, we do all of like we basically do Anakin's story. Right? Before
Okay.
we hit because then the redemption works because you've gotten this whole story of like the Jedi Anakin was.
I rock with it. Okay, I rock with it. The king himself, Sam Witwer,
Right.
did propose.
Video
You
of Sam
watch
Witwer saying
all-
my name on screen.
What's up, Jack?
Thank you.
You put in pretty much all of Clone Wars before the "I am your father" reveal. Because then you grow, you fully.
Are we breaking it up again?
And mind you, that we got to move the stuff that hints to him being Darth Vader within the Clone Wars as well.
So it's not everything.
It's not everything. It's not the entirety of the Clone Wars. It's just most of it.
So you're proposing that we break Empire again.
I was thinking it could just go before the first break we did, but I'm not gonna lie. What do you think?
You know what? Let's pull up Empire on Disney Plus again. You know, I'm putting this on the main monitor. I can cut this out of the video if I need to. Okay. So I'm gonna start scrubbing through Empire Strikes Back in what is most definitely going to get me copyright blocked. Because what we could do, because so he leaves, then we do all of Cloud City, and we could do like up until like this scene. You are not a Jedi
Okay.
yet. Stop there.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So then you stop at an hour 40,
Okay.
or you can stop.
Until the elevator shaft fight or whatever area they're in.
Okay, I just I'm just picturing you have to stop before the whole fight, because if you shut the movie off and you watch all of the Clone Wars and then you come back to this and it's just I'm your father, you go, okay, like it's a good twist.
So maybe it's even before he finally arrives at Cloud City.
Okay,
When does that happen?
so he
When does he get
arrives
there? In
'cause
that scene, right?
yeah, because they carbonite Han and everybody's like, oh my gosh, they carbonated Han, oh no, and then Luke arrives.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a shot this is. We don't get shots
So
like this
pretty.
no more. Look, I love Sam Witwer. We know this. Video of him saying my name on screen.
What's up, Jack?
Thank you. I don't know if he's right about this. Because here's the
Okay.
thing. Okay, it's hard, right? Because spoiler disclaimer zone for Steven Universe. The next 14 seconds of this video contains spoilers for Steven Universe Season 1. If you're having someone watch Steven Universe for the first time, Garnet being a fusion is foreshadowed pretty explicitly.
Yes.
But you don't even know that's an option
Yeah.
until it's revealed.
I almost would argue that that's kind of why I think he's right. Cuz
But I'm wondering, can you put it together in your head in a way that makes the reveal kind of suck? Or does it make it feel like you saw it coming? Like it feels more foreshadowed? Because the question is it going to make it feel foreshadowed, or is it going to make it feel like, well, yeah, of course?
that's a good point. It's a good point.
Because the other thing
know.
is you can't finish the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz the last arc of the Clone Wars has to go. We'll get to that actually.
I would argue the
'Cause I
last
have-
few seasons of the Clone Wars, because I don't even want to, because there's also musical riffs. March of the Empire, Darth Vader's theme,
Yeah.
it plays, I think, when spoiler disclaimer zone for the Clone Wars. The next line that Jack says contains spoilers for the Obi-Wan undercover arc of the Clone Wars. For when Obi-Wan fake dies.
I mean, that's true, but I also think it plays a few times throughout the original prequel movies too, though.
Does it play in the Tusken?
I think it does. I very well could be wrong, but
Okay, so let's say I still like this. We just gotta be careful what we put in. So 138.30. What this means is you are turning Empire Strikes Back on for 13 more minutes,
yes.
and then we're doing Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, works for me. And then you finally get to watch the rest of the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull up the Clone Wars stuff. So unfortunately, it has to be the Clone Wars movie.
Yes, I do agree.
Wait, is Christophsis before the movie?
I think it is, actually.
It is. Okay, so we're gonna start with Christophsis. I gotta say, if I was doing this without, like, with being able to shut my brain off from the twist, that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Because it is, I think that okay, you know what? Here's the thing. I've been thinking about the twist all wrong. The twist is not, because here's the other thing you don't know, is you don't know Anakin becomes Darth Vader. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in my brain, Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker are so both congruous and incongruous point of views it. And watch my video about Anakin's redemption. This is a video of self-promotion, and Sam Witwer saying my name on screen.
What's up, Jack?
Thank you. So in my brain, they're so like congruous that
Yeah.
even
It's hard.
it's putting together that Anakin is Darth Vader. That's the twist that you can't put together. You can put together, of course, you know Anakin is Luke's dad, but you don't.
Yeah.
But it's that second part, and that's the hard part. That's like for me is like.
It's also arguable because of how we're structuring it. If you have no idea about Anakin being Darth Vader, every time the Imperial March shows up, that just indicates evil people doing bad stuff or just something bad happening.
It indicates something bad happening, or you could even
Yeah.
probably stretch it in your brain and be like, oh, that's the foreshadowing for the fact that Darth Vader's going to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Which he did.
He
From
did.
a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
You also get Ahsoka introduced here, which is fun. Christophsis arc, Clone Wars movie. Then let me move this down. Okay, I think you can just do a ton of Clone Wars. So shout out to real quick, this person on the r/Clone Wars subreddit, this Discipline 2021. They have organized all of the Clone Wars into the arcs right here and named them all, which is very nice of them to do. Yeah, Christophsis is cat and mouse, hidden enemy, and then the first fourth of the Clone Wars movie, and then the Clone Wars movie after the first fourth is the second arc, but since we put them in that order, it works. So then I think then you do Domino Squad.
Yes.
So okay, so I have them here. Here I have them in. This is in order. I put Domino Squad before Toydaria.
Okay. What is Toydaria? What happens there?
Toydaria is supply lines and ambush. Let me pull up Clone Wars on Disney.
Right.
Supply lines is like the that episode.
Right. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so I personally put Domino Squad before Toydaria.
Now hold on though.
Yeah.
Are you ready for my counter argument?
Yeah.
So you've watched another 13 minutes of Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yeah.
And you're jonesing for some more Jar Jar.
You are probably Jones for more Jar Jar. Fantastic
So
point.
gotta,
Toydaria into Domino. Okay, so the next 3 arcs are the Malevolence, obviously. R2 Lost, which is fine. And then Newt Gunray, which is Bombad Jedi, Cloak of Darkness, and Lair of Grievous. I think is season 1. Yeah, Bombad Jedi, Cloak of Darkness, Lair of Grievous. Right.
What a mixed bag of episodes.
What a mixed bag of episodes. I think so. And then Pirates is just like the next few.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Lerman is Jedi Crash Defenders of Peace. And then Trespass. And then Sphere of Influence. I mean, honestly, like, where do you stop in Clone Wars? I think is the better question.
I think you stop before ARC Troopers are introduced. Maybe.
ARC Troopers are introduced in Domino Squad.
Let me rephrase. When they're like in the main cast of quote unquote main cast of characters.
Yeah.
Like when Fives and Echo become ARC Troopers officially.
Okay, so that's the episode ARC Troopers, which is included in this arc here.
Okay.
We can just take that out of that. So it's just 301, and then 105. Attack of the Clones fully doesn't lampshade Palpatine Chancellor, right?
I don't think so. I think there's still like room for the question of like whether or not that is him. I don't think he's ever like I'm the Emperor. Like, you know, I don't think
the Clone Wars does not hide the fact that Palpatine
that
is Sidious at all.
Okay. Well, maybe at that point. Okay. Here's my thing, right? I don't think at any point him being the Emperor is necessarily a reveal.
Okay.
I think why I think this works, right? By the point that we cut off in Empire, the Emperor has been introduced through like a hologram. So then this just also is giving the backstory of, as we're telling the story of Anakin, we're also seeing the rise of the Emperor.
Yeah. Oh wait, we're so dumb. We're so dumb. The Google AI overview was right about something for the first time in its life. Dooku and Obi-Wan's conversation. So I think as long as we don't include any of the like explicit he is Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Which no, because in Empire, because you wouldn't make the connection between Darth Sidious and Emperor.
Yeah. Because
I think Vader only calls him Emperor, does he?
I think he just calls him Master. I don't even think he calls him Emperor.
Darth Sidious is, I don't think, used in the original trilogy.
I don't think it is either.
I think we're good to keep Holocron Heist where it is.
Okay. And if you wanna be, are you ready for this? If you want to be safe during the scene where the Emperor appears in Empire Strikes Back, you switch over to the older version of Empire Strikes Back before they like digitally
it's not Ian
put
McDermott.
in.
Yeah. Yes, that's important. All right, at this point, Keegan and I got lost in the weeds a little bit, so we added Malevolence, R2 Lost, Newt Gunray, Pirates, Lerman, Ordo Plutonia, the Virus Arc, Ryloth, the Holocron Heist, Zillo Beast, Geonosis, Deserter, Death Watch, the first Death Watch arc that is, the Boba Fett arc, and then the Corruption arc, all just right in a row. So then we have Hyperspace Stories, the Bad Batch comics. I think we save these until we're doing the Bad Batch show.
I agree, because I straight up I've never heard of those.
I own one of the two of these comics. I don't remember which one. I did not read them when it I did not read them when it came out because I was reading other stuff and was mad about the other stuff, so I was just not reading that many comics. Zero the Hutt arc.
Oh, my beloved.
So Zero the Hutt, and then political, which is this is I marked this down. This is Heroes on Both Sides, and then like the Senate murders.
Yeah.
And then the first Night Sisters arc. I think these three are all good to go.
Yeah.
So then we get into some one obviously you can't put in, and one that subtly you might not want to.
Yes.
So Mortis, we obviously can't put in yet because of the shot that's Darth Vader. So the Citadel arc has Tarkin in it.
Right. But that's not necessarily because he's dead at that point.
He's dead. Yes. But so the thing is that kind of the question is that spoiler? That's not spoiler. Like, is that a level of foreshadowing that we want to have? Which is
I don't think so
because Tarkin and Anakin talk about how much they like working together.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we can hold it off. We can hold off on that.
Okay. Trandoshan arc. This is, let me find it on my list over here. Padawan Lost and Wookiee Hunt.
Yes.
Those go in, I think, just fine. Water arc, which is Water War, the Gungan attack, all that stuff.
Yes.
This is the R2D2 and C3PO arc. Those episodes. Umbara, obviously. Zygeria, which is the slavery arc.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna put these in. So Obi-Wan Undercover.
Okay.
Is obviously the Obi-Wan Bounty Hunter arc, and then you have the Ventress arc, which is her getting betrayed.
Before we go through this, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt. Was ARC Troopers when Kamino gets raided?
I believe so.
I think we put that before Umbara.
ARC Troopers. ARC Troopers is right before chronologically the Sphere of Influence, which is the kidnapping arc. ARC Troopers canonically takes place right before the Zero arc.
Okay, so then let's put ARC Troopers there because I just remembered that we hadn't placed it yet, and we're getting close to the end of Clone Wars. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I would almost say it's time for the reveal.
It might be.
Because then what you get is you get the back, really half of the Clone Wars. Yeah. Because you've seen all of this really good stuff, right? Like here's all like a lot of really, really good stuff that the Anakin's done.
Yeah.
And then I'm not wondering if you go Obi-Wan Undercover, you do one more, you let it kind of see the darkness that he has.
Okay.
And then you go into Empire.
My only thought is this, okay? What happens in Youngling and D Squad that is like
you are correct.
Fundamental, because I think if we can backload all of the like kind of
insane
mid episodes,
all of the mid and insane episodes,
yeah, before the reveal, that's probably for the best. Because once Darth Vader says that, it has to like go right.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna also go ahead and take Umbara and Zygeria, and we're gonna load a lot of the insane episodes with the C3PO and R2D2 and the Water War.
Yeah.
Like, we can get you Night Sisters, so you go, ooh, I'm intrigued. Trandoshan arc, cool Ahsoka moments, and now we can get a whole bunch of random stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go through these and find the random stuff that we don't need. I think we do Onderon. I think we do... You said we did the Younglings arc. Yeah, Jedi Temple bombing, obviously. In the Disappeared, is Ahsoka leaving referenced at all?
That's a good question.
What these? This is the Jar Jar Maul, or not Maul, Mace.
Right. Oh, that had the short. I doubt that's surely right. From what I remember, these two episodes are like entirely disconnected from kind of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
From what I remember, and it has been like a while since I've watched them.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put those in now. You can watch those after D Squad.
What an amazing. What a great run of episodes. Frankly, you get D Squad followed by the arc where it's confirmed that Jar Jar has sex. It's awesome.
Yeah. Maybe this is where you also put Onderon.
Probably. I also have a kind of crazy pitch for you.
Yeah.
I know we already said it, but what was Onderon again? That was the Saw Gerrera thing.
It's the Saw Gerrera stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Then you do Umbara.
yeah. Ooh,
So
where's
you have
Umbara
like
right now?
two
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
back like war themed arcs.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then let's see where we're at on the Republic era thing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you want to end with Maul's return and then go back into the reveal.
Okay, so we got to do Obi-Wan undercover, Ventress, Maul return.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, what? Darth Maul's back, and then
Yeah.
you're like, but wait, we have something unresolved. We need to like finish up real quick.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Oh, where does Zygeria go?
I don't remember what Zygeria is.
This is the slave arc.
Uh,
That can go in between Youngling. That's before Youngling because that's I think this is an important. I think this has Ahsoka growth in it
that sounds right.
from
That sounds
from
right.
what I remember, and then taking that, and then you also get like a kind of weak, like an episode with it kind of like tears down Ahsoka with an episode of that's like about her shining.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now now you finish Empire.
Yes.
Maul returns.
Yes. Yes. Because here's okay. Because the next major thing from what I remember that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the chronology is the Jedi Temple bombing and then Ahsoka getting kicked out of the Jedi Order, right?
Yes, we still have Mortis and I'm gonna move Citadel in, but yes,
I think we go from Empire Strikes Back immediately to Mortis.
I hear you. Oh wait. We don't know that Leia is Luke's sister, so
Yeah.
my idea does not work because my idea was straight into Kenobi.
Oh, that would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Is it? Wait,
No, because they say it at the end of Revenge of the Sith. She says their names as she's giving birth to them. So
Kenobi does Kenobi explicitly state that Leia is Luke's brother?
no, I don't believe so.
I don't believe so either.
But I do know that the thing that immediately precedes it with Kenobi content does. So like
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to let's finish this. Let's get to before Revenge of the Sith,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
we'll have that conversation.
So let's do Mortis. I like Empire into Mortis a lot actually. Empire into Mortis, and then do we just finish Clone Wars?
I think we just finished Clone Wars at that point.
No,
No, okay.
fives.
No, I think we have to do fives before Bad Batch.
Yes,
Like that's a given.
fives has to happen before the end of the Clone Wars because
Yes.
it's important to see Mandalore.
Yeah. And I would also argue though, I think if you do fives and then you have like a few more arcs in between that and Revenge of the Sith, what happens in Revenge of the Sith still hits hard.
Yeah,
Because it's like set up like, what is this chip thing? Why is it making him go all crazy? What's going on there?
yeah,
So then you're watching Revenge of the Sith, like anticipating something to go wrong at some point. So you're on
yes.
edge. It adds like this element of suspense.
Mm-hmm. So okay. So the big reveal, Empire Strikes Back. I am your father, which
Yes.
does okay. So what does that clear us of twists? That clears us of Anakin's Darth Vader twist, but we still have in the pocket Leia and Luke siblings twist.
Yeah. Yes.
I think Empire into Mortis is pretty good. Here's my next pitch. I think it's time to get some other stuff involved.
Okay.
I think this is where I put the
The holiday
2017 Darth
special.
Vader. This is where I put the 2017 Darth Vader run.
I like that.
I'm gonna be real. I put it before Mortis.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Like I think you come out of Empire, and the thing is, Empire is a downer.
Yeah.
You come out of Empire, and it's like, okay, now let's go back to Darth Vader. It's the Disney Plus structure that you hate, where the second to
Yeah.
last episode is a whole bunch of flashbacks.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, now you know about Darth Vader. Let's talk about Darth Vader. Let's do the 2017 comic run.
Yeah.
Let me see if what this is real quick. Darth Vader 2017. Unless this is this comic run that I think it is. Never mind. Because this is about him hunting down Jedi. This is not the arc
So
that I
then-
think it is.
So then this would have to go like immediately after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Okay. Darth Vader 2020. Yes, this is the one I'm thinking of. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of. My bad. This is an oopsie from Jack, everybody. This is Darth Vader's immediate grappling with the fact that Luke says no.
Okay. Okay.
Now, this needs, you only want to read the first, I want to say, 8 ish. I haven't read these issues in a while. This might actually not be, I'm gonna be real, I have not read this in a while.
Okay, I want to point something out because I'm looking at this list right now. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually, but unlock Star Wars Escape Game Hoth
Yeah.
card game.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check on that.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Never mind. I think you're right. I think it's Mortis. And then, I mean, okay, so then Mandalorian, Jedi Temple bombing, Fives, Clovis.
That sounds right to me.
Mandalorian, for reference, because this is not what it's called over this Reddit thread, is him ruling over Mandalore. It's like him taking over Mandalore.
I have a crazy pitch for something coming up actually.
Yeah.
As well. So next on the list of Clone Wars stuff is Yoda time.
Yes.
I think we save that for right now.
I concur. I fully concur. Okay, the Dark Disciple novel, the Son of Dathomir run, the first Bad Batch arc, Martez sisters.
Yes.
We do these now?
You're more familiar with what happens in Dark Disciple than I am, like plot wise.
Dark Disciple is the story of Ventress and Quinlan Voss. It's during the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
It goes here, I would say.
Okay.
It's also chronologically where it goes.
Yeah.
So I think all of
that
these, I
works
don't know if I told you, all of these are in complete chronological order. I don't know if I told you that.
Okay.
Just so that can help you a little bit. Star Wars Outlaws Chapter 1.
Okay. So I remember Outlaws came out, and that's kind of all I remember about it. So
I did not play it because I refused to pay $60 or $70 for a Ubisoft game.
That's very fair. What happens in the first chapter of Outlaws?
I don't know.
Oh.
let me Control F search through this page. Chapter 1 occurs during the Clone Wars.
Okay.
That's all I know. Low Red Moon. Let's see. This is the novel. This is Star Wars out. This is wrong. This is not the game. This is the novel.
Okay.
This is and it is Low Red Moons. This is wrong for me. Chapter 1. The rest of the book takes place during Outlaws. The epilogue does.
Okay.
I don't think this is important right now.
That's fair.
I think you then watch Revenge of the Sith.
I agree fully.
Or I lied.
Okay.
I lied to you right now. I think you watch Old Friends Not Forgotten.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
And then you watch Revenge of the Sith. So now you know, because now you're going into the rest of the Siege of Mandalore with oh no. The question is now, Siege of Mandalore is over. You get that, you get the perfect, you get this. Oh my gosh, you get the bird, but you don't know about the bird yet. You do know about the bird because you've seen Mortis, but you don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got like unreasonably excited about that. Okay, so you get this shot, and then where do you go? Because I think there's a couple of options.
This is where the timeline branches.
Because I think the couple of options are we go into the Bad Batch, and you get to go through some Darth Vader stuff and Ahsoka, the Ahsoka novel, or
I was gonna say also before we fully commit to that, because I do know Thrawn's your boy. We do have yet to put in the first chronological Thrawn novel.
Thrawn, Alliance's Treason, then the Ascendancy ones. That's so because in this book you actually like meet Thrawn, and like it's a lot more introduction stuff. It's the way Zahn intended. So I think we can get away with putting a lot of this stuff before Return of the Jedi.
Yes, I would argue almost all of it goes before Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
we're gonna do another movie split up. Are you ready? And this one is more egregious than the last one.
Okay.
Right before Padme gives birth, we cut.
Oh, I forgot that we put. Oh, I forgot that we just lost that twist.
Yeah,
that is egregious.
And we gotta preserve the twist somehow.
So we get this. Okay. Yeah. I think we cut here.
Yeah.
I think you cut as
because you can make the assumption that he puts him in the suit after that, right? Like you don't need to see that immediately.
they put 3 before 6 in machete order.
They prioritize the Vader twist over the Leia and Luke twist.
So you cut here at 2:03:31.
Mid wipe, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, and then you do the rest of Siege of Mandalore. Alternatively, you can watch the fan cut that cuts them both together as long as you stop here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? You know why this works too? You can go from that last like however like 5 minutes of Revenge of the Sith into Kenobi. Probably.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. So let's put the rest of Revenge of the Sith.
No, you can't. Because of the Grand Inquisitor thing.
What's the Grand Inquisitor thing that you're talking about in Kenobi?
I just mean like because if we're gonna watch, because I assume Rebels is gonna go in here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And the Grand Inquisitor spoilers.
The end of Keegan's sentence contains spoilers for the season 1 finale of Star Wars Rebels.
Dies in Rebels.
Yes.
He also appears in Kenobi,
which is before Rebels. Yeah.
Which is before Rebels. You don't have to do that chronologically. I would argue though, Kenobi has to go before the Maul fight in Rebels.
I would concur.
Is that? Yeah, I was gonna say, is that fair to say?
The Maul fight, I believe, is season 3 of Rebels.
So then, actually, maybe we do that. Grand Inquisitor showing up in Kenobi is like a little treat for those eagle-eyed viewers.
Mm-hmm. He's mentioned in Fallen Order,
but Inquisitors are in Fallen Order, and Survivor as well. But I would imagine putting those after Rebels, or at least like they're introduced in Rebels, might be better.
I believe they're formed in the Darth Vader 2017 comic.
Oh, okay. So then we at this point,
I think you do Rise of Siege of Mandalore, and then you just kind of go into Darth Vader land.
Yeah, I agree.
We go into what we were going to do after Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
We do it here. Now it's like, oh, hey, now we're in Darth Vader land. Okay. So we get Darth Vader 2017, and then we get... I don't think there's Inquisitors in Bad Batch. Well, the Aftermath takes place during Order 66.
Yeah.
Okay. You do Aftermath right after Siege of Mandalore. That happens then. And then... What's this Tales of the Empire episode? Oh! I forgot about this episode. This is the Barriss joins the Inquisitorius episode.
Yeah.
Does she end this by leaving? Or no, she ends this by becoming one of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think her next episode in that is her leaving. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I think you do Devoted.
Okay.
You do the comics, then the establishing of the Inquisitorius, then you do Devoted.
Okay.
Which I know that we're gonna probably go back in and put a lot of the Tales stuff in afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I think you go back into season 1 of the Bad Batch. Because the issue is I don't know where else you put the Bad Batch. I think you just straight up gotta do then you do the other 2 seasons of the Bad Batch. Because it's so disconnected. So now I think we can do a really cool thing where we go back and forth between Empire and Rebels. I haven't read. We're taking the canon comic off because I haven't read it.
I know. I've read it.
Oh, you have read it. Okay.
Yes. It's literally. I've read part of it, not the entire thing, but I do know the first chunk of it is like establishing him going through Order 66, and then like what he did after that.
Okay.
I think into Rebels.
Okay.
However, one really, really funny thing about that, what happens to him canonically in the comic book
is different in the Bad Batch.
Is different than in the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So you'd have to, I assume, take out part of that, but there's a character that is in the comics that's established in that version of events.
We're just gonna
otherwise,
we're gonna put this
put
here,
it there.
And we're gonna come back to this because of something.
Okay.
Out of Bad Batch season 3, Bad Batch season 3 is very much like the end of the Clone Wars. I was like the end of the Clone era, Bad Batch
Yeah,
season 3 transitions very well into like we're in the Empire.
I agree.
I would venture to say this is where we put Shadow Lord. Not
Yes,
knowing anything about Shadow Lord, I would put it here because now it's like, okay, Siege of Mandalore, Maul escapes. Here's what Maul's up to,
yeah, yeah, I'm with that.
and then we take a break, and then
Yeah,
in like 3 or 4 things, we'll come back to him because he shows up in Solo,
yeah,
right? So now we
yeah,
just get like little sprinklings of Maul
yeah.
before. Okay, I would say okay. So Maul Shadow Lord, and then I think is the Ahsoka novel canon? Yes, but there's a messy gray area which is contradicted by Tales of the Jedi and Clone Wars season 7.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of
Okay,
funny.
so
We
the
have two back-to-back things that are like
yeah.
technically canon, but also not.
Okay, so the book is about how she becomes Fulcrum.
Okay.
So I think we don't do it until after the reveal in Rebels.
Yeah.
Um, so here's my take on Kanan. I'll tell you this now.
Okay.
Uh, we're we're doing the Kanan comic after episode 1 of Rebels,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with that.
simply because
Yeah.
of the line where he says, "Kid, I'm about to let everybody in on the secret,"
Yeah.
which is the reveal that he's a Jedi, and then you go back and read that he's the kid from Bad Batch.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot,
So
actually.
I'm going to, despite the fact that it's out of order in the timeline, I'm going to move that there. Okay. And then, so the Ahsoka
Okay.
novel then is going to come rest of season 1. When is Ahsoka revealed in Rebels? Ahsoka Rebels first
Season 2, I think,
appearance.
right?
I think it's season 2. Season 1 finale.
Oh,
Okay, so we just put her between seasons 1 and 2. We just put this novel between
yeah.
seasons 1 and 2. Easy. Boom. Okay. I think we go out of Bad Batch into Thrawn. The first Thrawn
I
book.
agree. I agree.
Just like Bad Batch, you go your quick little like Maul aside, Thrawn. And then what is the Lords of the Sith novel about? This is where we kind of get into this kind of stuff. It explores the early relationship between Palpatine and Darth Vader as they are stranded on Ryloth and must work together to survive an insurgent attack led by Cham Syndulla. I have not read it. We're putting it in there. I think it's fair to do Lords of the Sith into Tarkin.
I agree.
And then, honestly, yeah, Fallen Order.
Yeah.
What is the most?
Yeah.
What is most wanted Star Wars novel? What is this book about? It's Han and Kira before Solo.
Okay. And then that could lead into Solo.
Yeah, we're gonna move that to right before Solo.
Okay.
Crimson Climb Star Wars novel. This book is about Kira during her time with Crimson Dawn, but that's after Most Wanted, before Solo. Okay. Boop. Rebel Rising Star Wars novel is Jyn Erso backstory.
Okay. Okay.
That's going to go before Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Lords of the Sith, into Tarkin, into Fallen Order. Battle Scars is the canonical novel after Jedi Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to put these in. After, you've watched a lot of shows. You've watched a couple movies. It's reading time.
It's time to read.
It's time to read.
It's time to read in game.
It is time to read and it's time to game. To play a very fun game, and you get to play one that has better gameplay in a little bit here. Okay. A New Dawn is... Did we look up what A New Dawn was?
No, we didn't.
This
I'd
is
assume.
This
Yeah.
is Kanan and Hera backstory.
Okay. Okay.
So, but here's my take: it's after Rebels Episode 1,
Okay. Okay.
because Rebels Episode 1 is Ezra is your fish out of water character
Mm-hmm.
to learn about these people, and then you get to go back
I like
and
that.
learn about
I like
them.
that.
Also, I don't think it's Episode 1. I think you want to watch the first. Yeah, it's a 2-part series. It's a 2-part premiere. Okay, Most Wanted Crimson Climb Solo. That's next.
Yeah.
Fallen Order also has Inquisitors in it, so you get your sprinkle of Inquisitors here, and then you get a couple. I think they're at least mentioned and they come up in season 3. I don't fully remember. And you get Maul Shadow Lord, which I believe has Inquisitors. I'm not sure. Thrawn does not. Lords of the Sith, I don't think does. You get Tarkin book, and then back to some Inquisitor stuff, Solo stuff, and then we can get really into
Rebel
Jedi
time.
Survivor. What is Lost Stars? That's by Claudia Gray. It is. Oh my gosh, this sounds peak. A popular young adult novel that follows two childhood friends, Cena Ree and Thane Kyril, as they grow up and end up on opposite sides of the Galactic Civil War, with Cena becoming an Imperial officer and Thane joining the Rebel Alliance. How have I not read this? And it's by Claudia Gray, one of my favorite Star Wars authors. Yeah, she wrote Into the Dark. She wrote my favorite High Republic novel. How have I not read this? That sounds awesome. I think that we put this novel in between a couple seasons of Rebels.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think this is one of those things where it's like, hey, we just kind of put it between seasons 2 and 3 of Rebels.
Okay.
Because where it takes place timeline wise isn't insanely important. And also like we'll break out instead of just watching now you're watching 4 seasons of Rebels back to back.
Yeah.
Like I know that like we here have a lot of Clone Wars back to back to back, but like trying to break it up a little bit on this era of things. Okay. I think we can put Survivor next.
Yeah.
And then okay, I'm making an executive decision.
Okay.
Both seasons of Andor are going after Rogue One.
Okay.
Rebel Rising, which is that can still go before. Do we now go into Rebels?
Yes, I think so.
Thrawn Alliances is not after Rebels season 4. When does Thrawn Alliances take place? Yeah, it's between season 3 and 4. I don't know why this is here. It looks like because I think 0 Hour is. Yeah, I think we should do all of Rebels now. You go to that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, then I think we can just go into Rogue One and Andor.
Yes.
Here's the hard part. I think Andor's incredible. I think Andor's so good. I could be persuaded to do season 1, Rogue One, season 2, but I think that it's better if it's after.
I agree. Having not seen it, I agree.
Yeah. I have not read Rebel Rising, so that's why it's going there.
Yes.
That's part of the fun of this is that we haven't read a lot. That neither of us have read a lot of these books. A lot of these books I do plan to read, by the way. I cut out a whole section on me trying to find one of these books on the library, and it's an unknown wait, so.
By the way.
Yeah, what's up?
So Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
When does the Kenobi Mall thing happen? When does Kenobi show up in Rebels?
That's season 3, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. Twin Sons is season 3, episode 20.
Okay. Immediately before Twin Sons, all of Kenobi. Thoughts?
Yes. So I don't think I said what, season 3, episode 20?
Yeah. Has Leia showed up at all in any of these yet?
She shows up in Rebels, yeah.
When?
Season 2.
Season 2. So then maybe it goes before season 2. Nah, I think it works better if it's like right before. Does it?
The Grand Inquisitor.
So maybe actually, because he dies at the end of season 1, right?
Yeah.
So you get a brief Grand Inquisitor backstory between 1 and 2. And then you check in on Kenobi. You get to meet Leia.
But why does Obi-Wan care about Leia? Clone Wars. You fought my father in the Clone Wars.
Yes.
It also gives us some backstory to her message in A New Hope.
Yeah. Is it expressly stated in Kenobi? Is it expressly stated in Kenobi? Yeah. It probably is, isn't it?
Why is Skywalker twins on the shipping wiki? Why are they here?
Oh, I mean, they did kiss each other in the first one.
Okay, so here's a Facebook post that says, "Why didn't Obi-Wan tell Luke Leia was his sister in his house?" He might have forgotten.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, he when he had the conversation with Bail Organa, he refers to them as brother and sister.
Okay. So then in
According
that case,
I kind of like I kind of like the idea of going from Return of the Jedi. Is going from Return of the Jedi to the end of Revenge of the Sith really unsatisfying?
So I have a pitch. Let's hold off though for that.
Okay. Kenobi's still in limbo. Kenobi, you get to exist in limbo. Alongside the Yoda episodes of the Clone Wars. You're in limbo for now. So now we have the holiday special.
Put that in limbo too. I have a plan.
Okay. Darth Vader 2015 comics. What is the plot of the Darth Vader 2015 comics? What's this one about? I read it. This is our first Afra appearance.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome. Love her. So, okay, I have a pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think you read the Darth Vader comics right here.
Uh-huh.
And then you rewatch A New Hope.
I agree. I fully agree.